down, but that's not what we want, is it now?
No.
Now that
Well,
we're fifth,
Dreyfus is not even. He's climbing a mountain, apparently. Short Jam Sani said. He don't even know what's going on.
We're a bit lucky if we can fall off it.
why does it keeps switching who's talking off? It's really bizarre. So if Jacob talks, DJ will disappear, and if DJ talks, Jacob will disappear. So
There's gremlins today.
there is technical gremlins all over the place. Hopefully everybody can hear it just fine though. The game is just a mere 5 minutes away. Um,
You just get these days, Ant, where there's just like, for some strange reason,
the shit hits the
technology
fan.
technology just intends to be a complete twat. it just honestly, it's like an invisible gremlin that says, "Do you know what? I'm going to make your day hell. Nothing's going to work today. Ha ha."
It feels like that.
It does,
Definitely
doesn't it?
feels like that.
I think we're the only early game today. Rest of them are typical 3 p.m. aren't they?
Yeah, all, the rest of the games, the
Yeah.
remaining 10 games in the league are all at 3 p.m. So we'll know by the end of the
Five, won't
game.
we?
Yeah. Basically, I've done some little bit of calculation. For us to finish top at the end of this game, we need to win 4-0. We could be top of the league at the end of this match.
I'm still
It's not
sticking
going to
with
happen,
2-2.
but
No.
it could. That's the theory.
There's more chance of it being 4-0 to Norwich than 4-0 Sunderland, to be honest, fair, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Norwich have some absolute quality players going for them out today.
Yeah.
Sargent's going to be one of the hardest wins for us.
Yeah. And I've seen lineup for Sunderland. It's
Oh,
no that.
I can put the lineup on now. Actually, thanks for reminding me.
Yes, I think Pritchard's on, so he's playing against his former team, which that could be good because he could score against them.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'll go through. Go on. Sorry.
so I've said I've hearing the fact that Stewart and Pritchard are going to be following Alex Neal to Stoke.
Well, they can F off because that's
Well, they
just
can't.
stupid.
They literally can't because Stoke have financial restrictions and they're only allowed one more loanee. So that's a fucking bullshit rumor. Whoever said it, it's chatting
Unless
out there also.
unless
It
Stewart
might
goes on
happen in
loan.
January. It might happen next summer. But yeah, it's not happening now. Anyways, Patterson is in goal. We've got Serkin, Baffin, O'Neill at the back. Clark, Neal, Evans, and Gooch. Sorry, in the midfield. Pritchard as a cam and Sims and Stewart up front. So we're playing a 3-4-1-2. And Norwich are playing a 4-3-3 with Krul in goal, McLean at left back, Hanley or Mama Bint. I can't pronounce his name because it goes dot 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 after that. And Aaron's at right back, Nunes, Gibbs, and Doel in the middle, and then up front, Hernandez, Sargent, and Sinani. Oof. Yes. So obviously, watch out players for me are Sargent. There's no Pookie on the starting lineup, so I don't think we need to worry about that. But the
Yeah.
most interesting one for me, Tim Krul. Tim Krul.
Oh yeah, he used to play Newcastle, didn't he?
He was a Newcastle player through and through for a good decade or
Didn't he
so.
break his shoulder at Newcastle? I think it was against us, and because goalkeepers they just jump out there when they're trying to get a goal, and he
Yeah,
landed on his shoulder once, and I'm
yeah.
not sure if he dislocated it or something. I think it was against us, but I remember it happening.
Morning, DJ. You can speak, mate.
I'm not showing up on the camera on yours for some reason.
I've just went over that, mate, with you. Whenever you talk, it cuts the Jacob off, so you'll see your face. If you're the last person to talk, you'll stay on camera. But then if Jacob talks, you'll cut off and he'll stay on camera.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
coming on. I'm not coming on at all on your chat.
yeah, you are. You are.
It's not.
Just
I'm
just,
not. I'm
just
not.
keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye on it.
It's probably about 10 seconds behind, but you'll be on camera until Jacob next talks. It'll flip between you, which I kind of. To be fair, it looks intentional. It's completely not, but it looks intentional.
What's it doing that for then?
I don't know. Google
Remy,
Meetings being weird.
Like I say, I think it's Alex Neal's fault. This.
aye.
All technical issues and Alex Neil's issues. Super Roker Raw, welcome from Edmonton, Alberta,
Hello.
Canada. Good over the Neil situation. Hope the lads put in performance for the fans. I think they will, Also, I don't think on the day it will make that much of a difference. The only thing that will make the difference is the tactical subs and the halftime team talk. That is never going to happen now.
Yeah. They'll still have Alex Neal's style of play, won't they? It's the same when Johnson left and Parker left. The players still have that
They're
style
stuck in that
them.
rhythm.
Yeah.
It's got to affect the players, though. I mean, I know
It will.
they're saying, like, you know, the players have got to be professional, get on with it. But at the end of the day, they're not robots, they're humans, and they've got brains, they've got feelings, and I don't care what anybody says, it's going to affect it's going to affect the players, it's going to affect the outcome and the futures of each one of these players. You can't do nothing about that. And it'll either create a backlash with Sunderland where they'll kick arse, or their heads will be down and they'll get absolutely trounced today.
I think the first goal is going to be the important one. I know that's fucking cliche as fuck, but yeah. And hi, Rosie. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Welcome along.
Welcome. We've had history with Norwich, haven't we? Milk Cup final and lots of other good matches.
Milk Cup final.
Yeah, I think it were 84-85. We lost, I think, 1-0, I believe, against Norwich. But I think it's one of those other cups like, League Cup, I think Milk Cup. I'm not sure if it's now the League Cup or something, but yeah. I remember beating Norwich, I think 3-1 when Alex Neal was the manager of Norwich and we had Big Sam.
Good afternoon, Gordon Seymour. How you doing, fella?
I think, actually.
Yeah, there's a strange atmosphere at the stadium, right, isn't it? It's like it kept panning in and zooming in on the Sunderland fans, and it was like, what's going on? Kind of look on each face.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, a lot of Sunderland fans will not be happy with the current situation. I don't think anybody should be either.
The Sky interviewed Christian speaking this morning, and literally he was giving nothing away. He was being asked questions by the reporters, and he was just literally saying, "I'm just concentrating on today's game," and that's literally all he was going on about today's game. Which you can understand. He's probably got to be careful what he says because there's nothing in blueprint yet, and he could be illegally breaking laws or rules or whatever it is if he says things he can't. So he's got to be careful. He's got to just literally not say anything because there's nothing being signed, sealed, or delivered yet. So.
Yeah, so there's a lot of umming and ahhing about what actually that means from like NDAs, because the way they phrased it, it does sound like he's on his way out. It does absolutely sound it, but the contractual obligement for him to send him or allow him to have a competition. Yeah, bit weird.
I mean, Nick Barnes says a good thing yesterday. The fact, like, what the fans are forgetting is Alex Neal was never intended to be in here long term.
A long term. No. Oh yeah, no, he was a 6-month thing. But like after he got the, he was a 6-month contract, so he should be up at the end of August, which is now. When he came in place, and we said as soon as we won that final, though, we want to offer him a full-time contract. And why we didn't, that's the thing that people are confused and pissed off about. More than anything else, right?
The thing is, though, I mean, we're continuously having this problem. If we're only offering coach roles to managers, then we're going to have problems having a high-profile name coming in because they don't want the coach role. They want control of picking the team, picking players, signing players. They didn't want the coach role, and the heads are we're just continuously going to struggle getting decent managers if they're getting offered coach roles. All we'll get will be yes men from Division 2, Division 1 or Division 3 in Scotland. That's all we're going to get until they stop giving the coach role and give them a fucking manager's job.
I think we maybe should go back to manager now. Like, why can't we just go back to that now?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's a coach role. I just can't understand it. Why doesn't Christian Speaker take over the manager's job then?
I don't think it was offered as a coach role. I think that's what Alex Neal preferred in his negotiation talks when he joined.
It'd be interesting what he takes at Stoke.
It'd be very interesting, yeah. Rosie asks, can I join the Monday night group, please? Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Of course you can.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got Monday night scores predictions up, by the way. From game 1, only Andy got points because he went for a 2-2 draw, and it was a 1-1 draw. So we're all behind already on this week's predictions. Oh, very nice, Stephen.
I said 2-1 Sheffield in that one. So.
Yeah, you went 2-1 to Chef on that one. DJ went 2-0 and I went 3-0.
So we were all three of us were wrong, weren't we? But
do you think? I mean, who would you like to see The match is currently 0-0 at the minute. There's nothing happening in case anybody's wanting to know. But I mean, obviously the major talking point is this manager carry on and that. Who would you guys like to see come in?
I think
would
either
l-
Sean
go on.
Dyche, I'd say.
Sean Dyche is the name that's been thrown around a lot, and I think it kind of makes sense. So yeah, I'd like to see him because he is a good manager. He's done absolute wonders for near enough just shy of a decade with Burnley, and he's out of a job. He's looking for something new. It sounds like he's looking for something new, and yeah, I'd be happy with that. What about you, DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, out the top list, I'd fancy without a doubt Sean Dyche. I think it'd be a good catch. Very similar sort of character to Alex Neal. He says it how he is, and that's how I would like. But obviously, what I like and who we get is a different kettle of fish. But yeah, that's who I would like. I mean, believe it or not, Roy Keane's been mentioned again. I mean, that ain't gonna happen. I mean, seriously.
I don't like the idea of Roy Keane. To be fair, I'm just going to turn up the game audio as well a little bit so that everybody can hear that a bit better. Sorry about the flashing.
He's had some funny press conferences though, as Sean Dyche. Oh my god.
Yeah, Dyche does play boring football, but he wins. That's what we want, right? We want.
That gives me Wickham vibes because I feel like
I'm just
Wickham
going to get
do
a cup
the
of
sort of
tea,
thing.
lads. Hold on.
Don't say that about my Dyche. What, him being boring? He does play boring football, but it's effective.
Yeah, I think
Paul
Wickham
Mellish-
do it as well. Wickham
Wickham have done it. Like they had the least shots on goal in the entirety of League One last season, yet they finished sixth. So it's effective football. Paul, welcome along. How do lads from Madrid? Are you on holiday? Or are you living there? I forgot. But bit of a funny one with Alex Neil. Allardyce left for England, which is completely understandable, and Alex Neil leaves for Stoke. What the fuck? I can't work it out. Like position wise, it makes no sense.
They've done nothing in recent years of football, Stoke. Nothing.
They got relegated and they've hovered around that 14th to 16th mark. They haven't done anything. What about Slaven Bilic? Bilic is not a bad shout, you know.
Who's that guy?
To be fair, it could be Dave the Rave. But as long as the person who's coming in is passionate about their job and sticking with the club.
Or Terry.
We need a long-term manager.
Terry.
Pritchard whips it in, goes over everybody for a Norwich goal kick. I think these stats here are a full 50 seconds ahead of what I'm seeing on my live stream. So I'm going to keep an eye on the audio and just watch it on there as well. That'll be class. So yeah, I don't know. I think new manager's situation, we can't officially look for a new manager until we've had confirmation that he is putting his notice in. It's really bizarre.
When you were speaking about Wickham, I think in that playoffs, first half we were good, weren't we? Like we were a better team, and then second half it were Wickham, but they didn't do much chances, did they? Really, they only had one, which was when Vokes was on one-on-one with Patterson.
And Pato dropped and flopped onto it. Yeah, that's how they literally, as long as they're not clinical on their chances, Wickham, the team that they're playing against will more than often be better, like attacking wise.
Yeah.
Oh, Boys and Blues, Stephen, thank you. He says, I reckon Sunderland will make playoffs. Just about to lose their first playoff match. That would be a ball ache. It would put in from today. Imagine if we do actually finish in the playoffs. We've done all this hard work.
I kind of don't want to go to the Prem straight away because we'll go back down, won't we? And it's just going to be like.
Can you imagine Sunderland Stoke City in the playoff final?
DJ missed my manager suggestion, by the way.
Oh, what's that?
Definitely Dave the Rave. Next England manager, next Sunderland manager. Need somebody who's passionate about the club, mate.
I'll get Terry in. Mad mistake.
Oh, could you imagine? The fans are the managers. What was the name of that fans group that was trying to buy?
73, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah, the 73. The voice of the 73.
With a header straight at the keeper.
What time are you on? What time are you watching?
8 minutes 56.
Oh, you're perfectly in line with the stats. Barley. Do you know? Do you think somebody like Niall Quinn? I know he only did the caretaker role when he bought the club. Do you think somebody like him would be a good manager for us?
It's a strange one, and the trouble is, I mean, we don't know enough about our
Yeah.
owners. We don't know enough about Speakman. We don't know enough about KLD. They are very, very quiet. We need to know what our ambitions are, what they're wanting from the club. I mean, where they're wanting to go forward. You know, we don't know nothing. We just hear this terrifying silence from them, and all of a sudden, all this breaking news seems to happen. But the Sunderland fans just don't know what they're going on. They just keep spending the money, turning up.
Yeah.
We just don't know. We haven't a clue. I like Niall Quinn, but I don't think he's a manager material.
Go on, Jacob.
Yeah, he was a good player, wasn't he, Quinn? But I agree with what DJ said.
There's not much. To be fair, there's that nostalgia thing looking back at us as well. Like who's played for us that would be good as a manager. That I think rather than look at somebody new and fresh, we're constantly looking back at our exes and going, "Ooh, what are they doing now?" Like, could you imagine Catamol being a manager? But I don't think Catamol would be a good manager. He was a fantastic leader, but not a.
Should never have left, really.
I don't think he was a
razor
tactician.
blades for studs, wouldn't he?
There's an Alex Neal chant on the go.
What the singing?
They're singing "Fuck Alex Neal, fuck Alex Neal." There's a chant in the stadium
I've got
saying
my
"Fuck
Sky
Alex Neal."
commentary turned right down because.
You'll not hear it on that. You'll not hear it on that.
Strike.
Coco the clown looking for the manager job. Probably is the only one who could take this other job for fuck's sake. Oh,
yeah.
Head injury.
Carl Briggs has just says, "Do Sunderland have the same owners that was in the documentary?" Now, apparently, what's this thing about?
We've had three different owners since the documentary thing, haven't we?
What's this thing about Netflix cameras turning up the stadium light? Is another series because a lot of people are saying they've put the Jonas on Sun because the minute the fucking Netflix cameras turns up, it's all bad news because the last two series. What
fuck is Alex Neal doing there? That is so stupid. Not Alex Neal.
I was going to say, where's he at? Where?
Luke 09. Luke 09 was proper full on hugging Sargent. Like, he did not lay his hands off him at any second. So dumb. So he could have given a penalty for that.
Is Sunderland having another Netflix series then?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't think it really impacts much.
It's a very, very quiet sort of strange.
So the BBC commentary has just confirmed. Apart from ironing out, Alex Neal is confirmed as the next Stoke City manager.
Yeah. Well, we all knew that. We knew that yesterday, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why the chance went round.
It's a big middle finger at Sunderland, isn't it? And Stoke fans will probably be giving us grief as well, won't they?
Well, do you know what? It just means when we play them at the Bet365 or the Britannia or whatever it's called now, that we're just we're not going to go fucking half-arsed at it.
What website was that? You've just heard that one?
The BBC commentary.
Oh, Radio Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so nothing on the BBC website yet.
I bet we'll see a picture of him holding Stoke shirt, and that's just going to be. And there'll be Sunderland fans in comments, won't they, saying a lot of interesting words.
To be fair though, like, I know this sounds really fickle, but like DJ said at the start, we didn't expect them to be here long term. It's disappointing. It's upsetting, kind of to some people, but did we really expect them to stick around for a long term?
Oh, great save by Patterson. That's the best chance of the game from Norwich. Point blank save. A shot from Norwich about 6 yards out. They're looking dangerous. Norwich are coming forward again. Down the left hand side, gets a crossing blocked, and it's a corner for Norwich.
I'm just seeing the pass trying to go there. He'll rule the day that he. I don't blame him though. It's a job. It was a job. He did us a favour, really. If you look at it long term, he did us a favour. He got us up into the Championship. He got us back to where we wanted to be. That's all I think the history books will really look at. Came in February, left in August. Oh yeah, I think we are being a bit harsh, but it's the
Yeah, I think
emotions are here and now, aren't they? It's I don't know.
we're very emotional, us Sunderland fans. We're very
Yeah, I'm just just remembering when I had a car crash. Basically, somebody had a head-on collision with us, and rather than just get pissed off, I just went, this kind of thing happens." So I think I've got a demeanor that's a little bit less um, volatile.
infuriating.
Yeah, I understand people make mistakes a little bit more than most. So I get it. If you're on the other end of that and somebody just crashes into you, some people just flip off and go Hulk rage mode, and I think that's what most of the vocal fans are doing. They're going Hulk rage. Stephen will manage Sunderland for us, boys in blue. Put in your application, mate. Why can't we have nice things? Just need to get something going or something screws up. Yeah, there's always a fucking drama. It is.
But
There's
like I
always
say,
some kind of drama with Sunderland.
Alex Neil, in his head, might have had in his head nothing he wanted to do with Sunderland long term. He's probably already made his mind up, saying, "Well, I don't want to be the full time manager here. I'll come here as an interim manager or whatever." So it's not as if he's signed like a 4 year deal and then he's just fucked off. Do you know what I mean? It's like his
Yeah.
contract's finished. He's totally in the right to do what he wants to do. Whether or
Yeah.
not he tried to stay at Sunderland, we'll never know. Or unless there's a statement or whatever. But for all we know, Alex Neil might just not want to be a Sunderland manager. Nothing against the club, nothing for Stoke. He just might not want to be a Sunderland manager. It's like at the end of the day, he's not a Sunderland fan. It's his job. It's like us going to work in a factory. There's two factories to choose from. One over there, one over there. We prefer to be over there because it's nearer home, whatever. And that's the way Alex Neil. You got to look at it. He's not a Sunderland fan. He's not connected to us like us fans are. So I think we've got to lay off him. And if that's his decision, that's his decision.
Yeah, but like I think what I think a lot of Sunderland fans are thinking is because he's leaving, it's going to make us go straight back into that relegation fodder. And I don't think it will. I think we've done enough smart business in the background with him as head coach, with him without that main like who's coming into the club, Benetti, that kind of like let's recruit. The recruit youth mentality is definitely from Alex Neil's teachings, but it's also financially more viable. So yeah, we should have made him manager, not head coach, and offered him a better deal after promotion. We did offer him a better deal.
You might not want it. You might have not wanted to be here.
Yeah, we can have a look forward now, and then come on with the lads. So to be fair, with this game though, it has been pretty much the majority of Sunderland. The closest chance has been to Norwich, but so far this game's been pretty all right.
I think why there's a lot of sensitivity with Sunderland fans as well is because the fact what Alex Neil done, he got us up from Wembley, and we've got amazing memories, and we were on such a high, and now this, and I think that plays a big part to it as well. It's like we're being on top of a crest of a wave. It's like, oh, get in, we've got a good manager here. We've never really seen Sunderland win at Wembley in front of our fans, and it was such a massive thing. And we were getting settled. We've got something going here. And I just
What are you doing?
I'm having a cup of tea.
It's like you're having such a passionate conversation, but it's like in the most awkward angle. Go on, Jacob. What are you reckoning?
Yeah, what DJ said, I think like that probably is why we're all angry because he got us up, he got us out of League One, which we were in for 4 seasons, and we were fed up of it. 'Cause all referees and in League One and some matches that went on there, but yeah, I think what my dad says similar to you, Anthony. It could be better actually going forward now instead of going back to relegation.
I genuinely like the way we're performing against this Norwich team without a official manager, head coach, without anybody in play. We're doing really well. I think we've got the players. As soon as a manager comes in and tells them what their mentality, what their ethos is, puts their system into place, I think this team could do it. I think we've got enough players, we've got enough quality in there to be at least mid-table come the end of it. I'm off to the match. Have a great stream. Enjoy the City game,
Yeah.
Stephen.
Yeah,
Enjoy
Catch you in a
it.
bit.
enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in, and
Yeah. You're always welcome. Anyone's welcome. Yeah.
we were having a laugh, me and Jacob, on Thane's channel last night. There were quite a few tie dyes were getting mentioned, weren't there?
Yeah. I think I'm getting addicted to it now. That Joe.
The tie-dye curtains.
Yeah.
Ooh, the shots that keep it clear.
Me and DJ were planning on tie dye in St James's Park, red and white.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to come, Anthony.
No, I'm all right. I don't want to get. It'll be like that. That kid who peed on the Stokoe statue, wouldn't it? I wouldn't want that for you. I know it'll be funny, but just get your taxi or something like that. Paint that red and white. Put a Sunderland badge on it, and just park it overnight outside the St James's Park.
Do you know our council's attitude? We're not allowed to show any football memorabilia in your car because it can spark trouble. I got told to take my son and air freshener down a few years ago because it can entice trouble.
Yeah. Yes, it could. I could see that happening, especially when people have been drinking as well. Mm-hmm. Dean says Sky Go Audio is about 8 seconds out of sync. Well, that makes sense. They're pretty shit with that kind of thing. And Super Rockero says, from what I heard, his family is still living in the Midlands and never moved up to the northeast, or at least they didn't want to. I mean,
I heard that.
Could be a mix of both.
It's always had a problem being a catchment area of the northeast, hasn't it? For people to come and stay,
it's a huge life change to come from like somewhere that's really well connected to somewhere that has an hourly train to get out of it.
Or some people might not want to come to Sunderland because of the weather in winter, you know.
In a way, could it be a good thing? Let's say Newcastle gone up to the Champions League and they're the best club in Europe and this, that, the other. Because is it not going to put the northeast on the map a bit more than what it has been? Because we've been nowhere to be seen for years to come, haven't we? And years in the past.
To be fair, mate, I think it's a little bit of us winning. Oh my god, what a fucking tackle! That was fantastic.
They don't win the Champions League, Newcastle. I won't be able to bear that. Oh, it'd be awful.
You can hear a pin drop at the stadium tonight.
I don't think you can, mate. I can hear the crowd roaring.
Oh, here comes Norwich now. This is danger. Oh, and that should have been 1-0 Norwich. Sargent, it was played across and he sort of tried to shimmy it into the goal, and it's a lovely play from Norwich. He was totally unmarked on the right hand side. He was a bit at the angle.
Mate, do you know what? I'm still kind of really impressed with this.
Yeah,
it's a good effort. I think there's a little bit of like, what do we do at half time if it continues like this?
Yeah.
No good, Kevin. Thank you. We'll try not to dwell on it. Let's just not hang about and suitable replacement. Yeah, that's essentially it. It's confirmed now. He's gone. Let's find somebody new. Holy shit, you were right. How the fuck did they miss that?
I don't know.
What the fuck? So it's literally a straight pass to Sargent, who's unmarked. The three defenders nowhere near him, closes it down, and he somehow puts it wide right at the post. That should have been finished.
I still think Norwich is going to go up as champions.
I'm not sure about that.
I watched Sheffield United last night against Luton. That was a good game. That was end to end. It was a cracking game. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I didn't actually get to see the highlights of it yet. I usually watch all the highlights like the night after. But yeah, no.
Just starting to take a bit control in Norwich of the game now. They're starting to keep hold of the ball more, passing.
We still had more shots, more on target, 50-50 possession. Like, it looks like an even game. The Sunderland chances, I think, we just need to be a little bit more clinical. Tactically, I think we're definitely breakable in defence. One clean, nice pass to one of their strikers, and we're screwed. But I think they're the same.
I was watching Soccer AM this morning. I don't know if you've seen it. It was hilarious. You know, they show you these funny clips of the fans. It showed you obviously Newcastle scoring the goal, and this fat Newcastle fan went to go down to the billboards to celebrate with the players, and he got his thigh stuck between the stanchion and the corner of the seat, and he was trying to get over it. He was stuck. He was trying to get to the player, and his leg was stuck in the seat. I was absolutely crying laughing. That was so funny.
They never learn, do they, Newcastle fans?
It was honestly. I love Soccer AM. You should watch that if you've got Sky. It's a really good way to start off your Saturday.
Yeah, I've
So
watched it
I
a
don't
couple
have
of
it yet.
times. Yeah. Main thing is we won't go back to Phil Parkinson's style of play, will we? That hoofing ball and all whatever, what he used to do.
Is there a bet on or bookies or something like that with who could be the next Sunderland manager? Like, I know there's people's favourites and stuff like that, but
I don't know. I just think it's because everything's just happened at the minute.
I find it quite fascinating, right? Stoke got rid of a manager on Friday and replaced him by Saturday afternoon. We've now lost him on Saturday afternoon. No, they sacked him on Thursday, didn't they? Thursday, and by Friday afternoon, they had somebody lined up. We'll be pissing around with this for 3-4 weeks because we're trying to get the exact commercials and stuff like that.
I just hope it doesn't affect the league performance too much because
Yeah, I just hope we don't go down for this situation.
Right. So the odds favourite is Sean Dyche. Second place is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Oh, I don't want him. No,
I don't want him either. He didn't do. Yeah. Then a joint third is Grant McCann, Darren Ferguson, Tony Mowbray, Gareth Ainsworth, and Roy Keane.
Yeah, Gareth Ainsworth.
Grant McCann was actually along the head front runners for Alex Neal to get the job, if you remember last time.
Yeah, I don't want him. He's just, I don't know, he just seems like boring, Grant McCann.
I thought the one person on this list I really don't want is Tony Mowbray. Tony Mowbray for me is nah.
Yeah, who did he manage, Tony?
Like, West Brom before.
I mean, they used to be in Prem, didn't they, West Brom, and look where they are now. It's just.
So he's managed Ipswich, Hibberdine, West Brom, Celtic, Borough, Cov, and Blackburn. So Blackburn's his most recent team. He managed them for 5 years.
I think if he did a poll, it'd be Sean Dyche, hands down. The majority of fans are wanting that. I think that would be a good shout, to be honest with you.
But the problem is, I've heard he don't want to work under a sporting director. That's the thing. But
you've got to put. Unfortunately, like you say, we've got to put our trust in Speakman and KLD. They're the owners of the club. They have the say, and we've got to trust what they do.
Oh, that makes it even worse. So Kenneth says Luton looked strong last night. I agree. Like Luton are a decent team. They finished in the playoffs last season for a reason. But then Rosie mentions Tony Mowbray was at our game against Coventry.
Oh no!
I mean, that is 3 weeks ago, so I don't know if they were looking at potentially replacing him that early or not. But
that might not mean anything, though, does it? It could just be
he wanted to spectate.
I don't think
he'll come to.
Oh,
rumours be true. It's Mowbray. Someone just commented 35 minutes ago on the website.
Why Tony? Like, no, he'll send us down.
Yeah,
he'll send us back down.
Kenneth's right. They'll employ the one who will take the least amount of money.
If Tony Mowbray gets the job, I'll wash Army Nana's knickers, so I've got nothing to fucking sniff. So there we go.
Tie-dye them as well, mate.
Oh, God. Yeah, tie-dye.
Tie-dye them with brown and yellow.
Oh, my God. Brown and yellow tie-dye.
With a tinge of red.
DJ needs to do a tie-dye company and come up with different commercials and that.
Absolutely.
Telly says it's definitely going to be Mowbray. Super Rocker then mentions sporting director for the most of these managers could be the problem. They're used to handling everything. Mark, hello.
Well,
Hello,
I
this is a
think-
proper panel now.
Hello,
Thank
Mark.
you.
Yeah. We're grown from strength to strength. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's one of the, like when it was just me and DJ, it was one of those things when DJ disappears for a cup of tea or the toilet, it's awkward silence, and I'm filling in
Yeah.
on like stuff. So it's good to keep the conversation going with more people. So thank you.
Yeah, you were right, Anthony, about my me watch times and stuff. So I'm just gonna like after stream as much as I can.
As
I've
you
lost
can.
about 6 subscribers, but that's to be expected because all my hits were coming from that Sunderland West Ham video, and there was a lot of subscribers that weren't even Sunderland fans, and that's what's happened because them contents have been taken down. You'll start to get a filter process of the non-Sunderland fans leaving, which is understandable, but.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it
I
too
was going
much.
to get 1 million views on that video, and who knows if I could have left that video up, it could have been okay. But was it worth the risk?
You guys are behind BBC Newcastle. The visual footage is the audio footage is BBC Newcastle. Michael Gray said on radio, "Looks like Mowbray is a serious contender."
There's no chance of that's going to happen.
No.
We might as well get fucking Parky.
Oh, don't mention that. Don't mention that name, DJ. He were terrible at Sunderland.
Oh.
He were terrible. Tactics dinosaur.
Do you think the owners actually, read the likes of social media and read what the fans are saying and what the fans are possibly wanting, because it just seems to go the complete opposite what the fans are after.
Oren.
Mowbray, no chance. We might as well honestly get Steve.
What's
Bruce
happened
back.
there?
What, Greg's?
Aye.
What did you do? What did you just do?
Who?
You.
Apart from sitting here breathing, nothing.
So my thing just disconnected and it moved you two around.
Like I say, there's
Gremlins.
That was
something
really bizarre.
weird going on. Yeah. While the camera's going all over the place.
Something fishy going on.
I'll fix it. I'll fix the camera stuff. 2 minutes. That was really bizarre.
Not been hacked, or have we, or something like that?
Or the entire internet.
Yeah. Could be Vladimir Putin hacking us, geez.
Penalty claim for Sunderland down. Just having a look this again. Stewart steps inside. Arm round Stewart. He went down. Nah, it's not a penalty for me, that.
Free kick
I mean,
for Sunderland.
if Stewart goes, then I think.
I like Norwich as a club. They've got good fans. Norwich. I don't know if you know this, but there's a trophy presented at full time, not on the pitch, because this is a class. It's like the friendly match. It's called the friendly trophy. Every time Sunderland play Norwich, the winner gets presented a trophy, and that stems back from the Milk Cup final because the fans got on so well and the clubs get on well. So whoever wins the game gets like a trophy presented.
That's quite nice.
It's meant to be a nice place, is Norwich. Meant to be
Alright,
quite
yeah.
nice.
I don't think we want to win it today, though. not the friendly trophy, at least.
Cross is a free kick for Sunderland, though. And they've made a complete fucking hash of that.
But yeah, we've had some right good games with Norwich, haven't we, over years?
Right. This will be fixed.
Saltburn.
Just 1 minute. Pritchard with his hands on his hips. Are we about to take the shot or not?
Yeah, it wasn't the shot. He played it back, but it wasn't the best ball to Gooch. It was a bit too far, a bit too much on the pass, and it was too much for Gooch to do.
So, waste of time again.
Yeah.
Jacob can quickly.
But we've got a
I'm just
corner.
about to. Yeah. Jacob, can you chat for a second just to make sure I've got this right?
Yeah.
You're a little bit low down. So there you go. Perfect. Right. I fixed the video again.
Hey.
Hey. Sorry about
Here comes
Anthony
Norwich City
Davis.
on the break.
that. Over 1.5. Mowbray comes from
I
Saltburn.
don't know what they tried to do there. No, but I think he tried to catch Patterson off his line, and he hit the ball across the ground from in his own half, and he went the corner flag.
So
I mean, I would be a
Why
bit
don't-
harsh on Tony Mowbray. The fact like he hasn't even come yet, he's not even been mentioned. I mean, do we give him a chance if he comes?
No.
probably. Sorry, I'm just watching this effort. I think we are potentially being a little bit harsh because we haven't seen his style with our team, but also we've seen what he's been like with other teams in the past. So, what makes that us any different? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Either way, just want to call out. Thank you for the 9 likes, and yeah, hope
Thank
this
you very much.
entertaining for you.
It's quite strange. We had like over 100 and odd people viewing the last home game and being like there's 28 in today. I wonder where everybody is.
Yeah.
It's funny YouTube how it works, isn't it? All of a sudden it just decides to like, whoa, there's loads of people about. Wonder if it's the bank holiday, people are away, or
Oh,
There's
nine's
someone in
just been booked apparently.
yeah. Well, he's got to keep his tradition, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to class that as a tactical, nice, smart foul. I know it's fine. It's off the ball. It's an off the ball incident. He pulls him back. It's a clinical, professional foul. I'm fine with that. 10 likes. Thank you, Tipperary.
Don't forget to give us all a subscribe on all of our channels. Have you got a YouTube channel, Jacob?
Yeah, but I don't do videos on it.
You don't do videos
So,
on it.
You're a
no.
commenter.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't have to. You don't have to be on YouTube to create content. You can enjoy as viewers. That's the whole point of it, isn't it?
Yeah. That's mainly why I've got a YouTube channel, so I can like videos, all that stuff, subscribe to channels.
Cool.
But I
And
do
you
have
chose
stuff.
ours.
Yeah, yeah. I chose who I like and who I don't like.
Fair enough.
Wonder how long it'll take to get my 4,000 watch viewers back up again.
Shouldn't take that long, mate. Not now that you're above 1,000 subscribers.
Why don't you do tie-dye curtain tutorials, DJ?
Oh yeah. Teach us how
Tutorials,
to do
yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
teach us how to nick your neighbours' curtains, tie dye
Yeah.
them, and then hand them
Tie-dye,
back.
aye. You'd be jealous if I started making a fortune in my own business.
Oh, I want our third kit to be tie dyed now.
Anthony
Oh.
says to me when I was in my taxi, I got to make sure you tie-dye your taxi seat covers or something, didn't you, when I was working?
Oh,
Right.
God. I think Leeds have got a tie-dye away kit. I'm not sure if you've seen the away kit for Leeds.
Oh, this pressure that we're doing is quite impressive. They're not used to people coming this far up and trying to get the ball off them, are they?
No. Talk about Leeds. Bielsa Bob's been mentioned as well by a lot of the fans.
Yeah.
Bielsa.
Yeah, and his bucket.
He did well at
Super-
Leeds, though, didn't he, Bielsa?
He did. Super Rocker Raw says he'll take Dyche over Mowbray. I think most Sunderland fans would want that, but yeah. And Rosie's asking, I wonder where Bennett is today. Probably he's looking for a house.
Yeah.
Because he's moved across, right? He was saw in McDonald's, but he didn't have the McDonald's like the Burger King fucking incident from from the thing. He just took a selfie with somebody in McDonald's, and nobody's taking the piss out of that.
According to
Yeah.
Funny how fans work.
Sunderland, after a young and up-and-coming manager,
A what?
could be foreign.
Sometimes in the middle with that, because you don't know, like, sometimes there could be bad, some that could good, like, upcoming managers, but, I don't know, it's...
Yeah, Rosie Laws is there. I wonder where Bennett is today.
I reckon he's buying shit for his house.
Yeah,
He'd be buying furniture, buying clothes. He'd be out spending some of his money to make his house comfortable, and then it'll be
I've heard he was spotted in Lidl this morning getting bits and bobs.
little.
Yeah.
He was in McDonald's. I saw that. So he might be at Primark or something. I don't know.
Got to start your fitness regime straight away, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a mistake by Norwich, letting Stewart, and just the angle took wide. He's headed off the keeper corner for Sunderland.
I think we're looking the better team here.
Yeah.
But
I
put
don't
it this
think
way,
Norwich are-
you can't tell who's just come up from Division 1 and who's come down from the Premier League.
Yeah.
And you can't tell which one's without a manager.
No.
No, we genuinely look really well organised, which is really bizarre considering how, I don't know, 50-50 it's been for a while.
Yeah. I remember on a Monday stream where Anth and DJ and people in comments were talking about Sunderland players and whereabouts they live and that. We're after Wickham game, I think, and
Yeah.
there were people saying, "Oh, I know where certain players lived, or when they were at Sunderland, or where some at current ones live and that."
Yeah. It's a weird thing to think about, right?
Corner for Sunderland.
Yeah. Well, I've heard Bailey Wright lives in Durham because he were on a stream with a fan, and that were during COVID. It was during the season without the fans, and he said to the fan, "Oh, I live in Durham," and that. So
It's a nice area. Durham is a nice area. There's plenty of countryside.
it does seem nice.
Pritchard with his hand up, he comes to the corner, and he runs up to take it. The referee's pull and play a bit. He's having to run up and take it again. Referee's seen something going on in the box. Pritchard's he's talking to Hernandez, I think, for Norwich. I don't know what's happened there.
I think we're doing ourselves a fair service here. You know.
Would you be happy with a point today? I would.
I would, yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
I was expecting Norwich to be a bit more dominant.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He comes across. It's a poor cross by Pritchard, but it's fell to. Oh, what a shot from the edge of the area! That was going straight through. I think it came off the keeper.
Another corner for Sunderland.
Patterson's way out of his area and lashes it downfield for a goal kick to. Oh no, it's gone straight to the keeper.
Do you know what I find funny though as well?
Thunderbolt from Sunderland there. Corey Evans, I think that was. Hold on,
Two yellow cards in a game, both of them for Sunderland.
Norwich might like yellow cards. It's the colour of their home strip, innit? So. Yeah.
I just can't see Norwich scoring at all. Like
Not in this half. Not in this half, at least.
here comes Sims on the right hand side. He's been quiet. Cuts inside, plays the ball across, but there's nobody there, and that'll go out for a goal kick.
Oh, what a save! Yeah, you are like a
Absolutely.
good couple of seconds ahead of us, like, but that's a pretty good save.
Tie-dye, Miss American Pie.
Is that allowed? I don't see why it wouldn't be allowed. Keepers to pass it. Imagine if the keepers were playing like volleyball with each other. Nobody had the
Like goal kicking it to each other, back and forth, back and forth,
back and forth.
like a tennis match, back and forth, back and forth.
So what's weird these early kick-offs, isn't it? Because you think, oh, that's it, like 4:45 now. What can I do? The day's nearly over. Oh no, it's not. What's going on?
It's only just begun.
It's
More
only
more football to be had.
begun.
Rosie's saying we have been the best this half. I genuinely, I think we have. We've been the better team.
Yeah.
It's if we don't take the lead when we're the better team, this is when it gets concerning though for me in any ways.
Sometimes Sunderland scoring's our bloody downfall though. It sounds daft saying that, but it seems,
I would take a 90th minute.
It seems to trigger a response from the opposition, and we can't seem to cope.
Yeah, they're going all out attack and we go on all out defence and we can't defend for England. So
Well, it's like in Checker Trade Trophy against Portsmouth. First half we were good, weren't we? And we got a stunning free kick from McGeady, and then second half we just sat back.
Oh,
to be fair, on the polar opposite side of that, when we concede a goal first, it's
we wake up, don't we? I feel like that's...
we wake up and we perform better. We've levelled a lot of games from behind last season.
Alex Neal doesn't go too defensive if we take the lead today.
Kenneth says, whoever gets the manager job, we have to be able to up his wage.
He was
slow to that, weren't you, lads?
Sorry?
Says, Alex Neal doesn't go too defensive if we take the lead today.
Oh, I didn't even pick up on that.
Manager coming forward now.
Well, both these teams used to have Alex Neal. Both of them used to have Alex Neal, didn't they?
He was giving the halftime tactics for the lads, the fans.
Ronald
Yeah.
McDonald.
The fans all demand all the players just stay on the pitch.
Teams Norwich on the
Fucking-
left-hand side. Passing the ball patiently around our penalty area. Swinged across the far side for Norwich now. He's looking for options in the box. He's trying to skin his man. He can't get past the Sunderland player, so has to backtrack a bit. Norwich building patiently on the right-hand side. Still got the ball.
This is the
Deep
most
pass
consistent they've had the ball, though, isn't it?
Norwich plays a nice ball through. Gets a cross in. It's a poor cross, and I think that's been deflected as well. That's going to be a corner for Norwich.
Mine's saying about a minute and a half from half time. I think that's saying about 30 seconds from half time. Any concerns? Any players you'd like to change around if you are this caretaker manager, or would you just keep it as it is?
I would get 09 off.
Yeah, I might actually put Bailey on, just to maybe that's or is he on? I'm not sure if he's on, but if he's not, I'd put him on Bailey, right? Just to
I'd potentially make the same two substitutions as last week.
Here comes the corner.
It makes sense.
Strange corner from Norwich, but
Similar
got it
to
back.
yeah.
There's an offside. Offside, it's a goal kick.
Like,
I reckon it's going to be about 2 minutes. Oh, there's 4 minutes added on.
Wow.
we'd see a goal here, couldn't we?
Hey Jacob, thanks for saying you liked my commentary the other day on one of my YouTube videos.
Oh yeah, wait, free passenger.
Yeah.
Didn't have to pay. Must have been. Was it Samson or Delilah, that passenger?
He says I should. He says Sky will come employing you if they catch hold of you.
Yeah.
If you keep cracking on like this, you'll.
Yeah.
I think he's taken the Michael leg, but never mind.
Yeah. Nah, it's all good.
A lot of Sunderland fans heading for their half-time refreshments. They feel there's nothing going to be happening this first half.
I can't see it either,
No.
to be honest. I think it's going to end 0-0 half time. Summary, lads? Summary? I know it's 3 minutes from half time, so if something does pop up, we'll interrupt for that.
09 there.
The minute it seems all Sunderland and surprising
forward
that
now with
it's a bit
Pritchard
of
in
a
the
way
middle.
around.
Plays the ball on the left-hand side. This is promising for Sunderland. Oh, that's a terrible ball, that. From Clark.
Yeah.
He just hit it and it just went way over behind the goal. He far too much on that.
You haven't answered my question, but yeah, fine. Derek UK, hi from Sunny Lanks. Sean Dyche or Gareth Ainsworth for manager.
Sean
If
Dyche.
it's between those two, it's Dyche.
I don't want Wurzel Gummidge as manager.
Ainsworth's the one that was in our final, right? And lost.
Yeah, he was manager. Yeah. Well, he was heavily rumoured when Jack Ross went, Gareth Ainsworth. Like when for bookies, Gareth Ainsworth was actually quite high when Ross was left.
Go on. Oh.
Go on, Sunderland. On the chance. Flipped straight into the crowd.
Defensive errors by Norwich here. They're all over the place. It's letting Stewart, but deflected, I think, for a corner. They're all over the place. Norwich at the back. They were panicking. He was being closed down.
I'm happy with this.
Yeah. I think
my mates have just pinged through to me. Krul has made some massive saves.
I think this will be the last chance of the first half, and it's going to be a corner.
He'll be up for this though, won't he, Crow? Because it's Sunderland, isn't it? And it's his former rivals. So
let's have a good corner, Pritchard. It's high, it's dangling, and it's gone straight through. Oh, another good shot, and it's.
Nobody wants Tony Mowbray, Derek. Nobody does.
No.
The defending well Norwich, they're getting bodies in the box. His shot's rifling in from Sunderland, but it's coming off. There's no clear path from the ball to the goal.
I don't know, actually. Oh my god! Yeah, just pressure them. I think the mentality has been the attackers that put pressure on their defenders when they're
finishing on top.
not paying
thank
attention.
You, Sky, for showing the replay of that. We've missed the corner, but nothing's happened to it. Sunderland are finishing the first half on top. They've passed the ball all the way back to Pato.
Being a Norwich fan,
high to the defence of Norwich, who heads it back to their goalkeeper, and I think that will be half time. To be honest with you, shots 12 to Sunderland and 5 to Norwich.
It feels like we should be ahead now. I know that sounds really bizarre, but we have been the better team. It's as
I bet
simple as
Norwich
that.
fans weren't expecting that. Well, I bet they were thinking, "Oh, look,
They're
we're
going
going
to crumble.
Yeah, they were thinking of a 6-0 win. Probably Norwich fans, something like that.
But if I was at the stadium, like, I'd be walking away and it's half time. I'd be walking away at full time happy with that. Yes, we've not won at the stadium a
Yeah.
night yet this season, but we haven't lost either. And
No, and it's a clean sheet if it stays 0-0. So
That's 2 clean sheets in a row.
I'd like to
That's another good thing.
I'd like to see
I would,
Sims get involved. He's been a bit quiet the last 2 games after his explosive
mm,
start.
well, he
I
scores
mean,
when he wants. DJ, give him time.
Yeah, he does that.
I don't think he's had the feed. I think the feed has been going to most of the midfielders for the shots. So
Yeah.
there's that. 0-0 half time confirmed. I'm just going to turn down the commentary, and yeah, we'll chat about it then.
Yeah.
So yeah, half time 0-0 with a better team. I think that's. I don't know. I think we're unlucky not to be ahead in this. If I'm being brutal.
Just need to go for a wee.
No worries. Rosie says half time, good first half, do the same second half. Yeah, I think what we've done really well this half is do that pressing on their defense. We've done it on 4 occasions and we got the ball every single time. I don't think that's a tactic from Alex Neal. I think that's a tactic from whoever's caretaking.
Yeah, I think it's Canning. I think it's Mark Canning. I think, and Dodds and Proctor are his assistants. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Derek's popped in there, said, I thought the players would have had their heads down for today, but the lads seem to
Same.
be really motivated and up for it. And by the looks of how they've played, I 100% agree with that. It's
So don't you think that could be a sign that now that Neil's gone and we're getting a new manager, that it's not going to be bad when we get our new manager? It's going to be even better.
I think the
think
players
that's the
have proven that they've got the quality with or without the manager there. I think the
Yeah.
manager is about enforcing a style of play, and it's
Yeah.
which style of play do our team want to see. Because I think that we're adaptable. We're not just pumping out 0-0s and pumping out 1-goal games. We're actually looking confident and we're looking strong in our games that we're playing. So yeah, whoever comes in's got a good job on the hand. Are you ordering a takeaway, DJ?
I've just found this through my door.
At this time,
A nice Indian takeaway, so I might have Indian tonight.
And so the advertising works then.
I
I always just put them straight in the bin, you know.
I've had them before. They are really nice.
Oh god, yeah. Elliot Anderson. Sorry, I was going to call you Anderson there. Elliot Alderson says it's great to see the players have a "we are Sunderland players" and not have "we're Alex Neal players" mentality. I think that's a really good thing. Derek confirms it is Martin Canning. Rosie says she is happy with it. I was happy with how the players stood up against Speakman. The Speakman situation, though. Are we?
Diaz,
sorry?
But at the end of the day, if Alex Neil's wanted to go, there's not anybody can do about it, is there really?
No. What were you saying, Jacob? Sorry.
Well, Jam Sani touched on this, and he said about because there's some fans who are blaming Bod, isn't there, which is all right, but there's some fans who have a go at Neil, which me, Michael, and Jam lean towards. And he said about, but Speakman's a bit of a D-head or whatever, but that's and all bosses D-heads, aren't they, in a way? Of like maybe a business or whatever. Like in charge, aren't all bosses a bit like that?
I wouldn't say all bosses are D-heads, mate. He might get the job. He knows the players. Martin Canning, if he puts in performances like this, I think this is a really strong test because most people have got Norwich as favourites to go up automatically. They've had a really weird start. Jacob?
Oh, yeah, I was just saying they're one of those teams, Norwich, out there, they go up and down, up and down.
But in terms of going up and down, last time we were in the Championship was when we went down and they went up. But in that Championship season, we picked up 4 points against them.
Yeah,
so
we won away and we conceded a last equaliser at home, didn't we? Like we were winning and then we Oh God.
So yeah, I'm just thinking we are Norwich's bogey team. I know we have this mentality like, well, when we come up against QPR, when we come up against Birmingham, we seem to not perform. But Norwich don't seem to perform as good as they normally can when they come to us. And I don't know if it is that distance thing, if it's the culture of the club, because I think Norwich are a team that are used to teams being smaller than them, or the opposition being around their same size. Like
Yeah,
if you're coming up to the northeast, you're expecting Sunderland, Newcastle, and Borough to just be like these echo chambers of just noise to come up against. So I don't know. Maybe it is that the fans being the 12th man, I guess.
we've had some good players though over the years, haven't they, Norwich? Like, is it Jordan Fashanu who they had once who scored a cracker against Liverpool?
Who,
Who
sorry?
Jordan Fashanu, he used to play for
Yeah.
Norwich. They've
Yeah.
had lots of good players over the years, Norwich.
I think you can say that statement for a lot of teams, though. Like, good players doesn't mean good results, though.
No,
Um,
don't.
just got to look at Fulham in the
Courtney
Premier
Adams has
League
been
era as well.
man of the match so far, so like.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's had like 3 shots on target and he's in the midfield.
I mean, look at us in 16-17 when we went down from Premier League. Defoe, we had a good player, Defoe, but we still went down, didn't we?
Yeah. Back onto this match. Derek's saying we are more attacking today, based on what you've seen so far. What do you think of that?
I agree. Couldn't agree any more with that. Like, and it's just weird that we're performing so well when it's been a bit cloudy moments at Sunderland. You know, with Alex Neal and that, you'd expect us to be mentally down, wouldn't you, with all this happening? But
Yeah. I'd say we've been putting the pressure further up the field than we used to, and that is working for us. It's actually quite nice to see, although we haven't got a goal from it, and yeah, we're not in the lead yet. It is still nice to see that um, we can put pressure high up the field if we're instructed to. I don't think we've been instructed to for quite a while, though. That's the
yeah,
difference.
Is the guy that's looking after the team at the minute, did he come with Alex Neal?
Yeah,
So he could actually
yeah,
leave as well to go to Stoke, couldn't
no,
he?
he could, but he's hired directly by Sunderland. He's not hired by Alex Neil.
So if Alex Neal says, you want to come with me, you can just go, can't he?
Yeah, but if he's moved up to the northeast and wants to stay at Sunderland, and he's putting in a good shift today, he hasn't like went, lads. It's a good. If you lose here, it's a perfect excuse for losing. I think I don't know if it is Canning who.
Has he managed
If he
before,
likes it,
Cannon? I mean, what's his background? Do you know anything about him? I don't really know.
I don't know, but Google can help. While I'm doing that, Rosie says, "I hope we win today," and Blackburn beat Stoke. So I don't think
Blackburn will. I think Stoke will win
I
against
don't think
Blackburn.
this Stoke game will really be impacted by the Alex Neil factor yet. He's not managing them today.
I think he'll be
Um,
winning, though, from what I've heard.
it'll
He's
be
gonna,
it'll be there. It'll be in the stands, but he's not their official manager because they have to put out um, their selections. I think it's 12 hours before, and if he's only signed in the last hour and a half, that's obviously outside that time zone. So Martin Canning, he used to play for Ross County, Gretna, Hibberdine, and Hamilton Academical. Then he was caretaker manager at Hamilton and managed them for 4 years at Hamilton. So he's been basically a Scottish manager through and through, which is why he came through with Alex Neil.
what did he manager at Hamilton? You know, see how
His his managerial record was not great. He played 176 games as manager. He won 42, drew 44, and lost 90. But you're forgetting that pretty much 8 of their games each season are against Celtic and Rangers.
Yeah,
So the chances of them ever really winning those are quite slim. But I don't know. If this is his style of football, it's working today. I'm quite happy with it in today's game. But again, I'm not going to be.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I think once it's been properly announced and Alex Neil's been the announced as the manager of Stoke, I think we'll start to see the Sunderland fans settle and let him go, and just I don't think
Down.
they'll be as angry, and I think they'll be focusing on the future and who to get next and moving on. I think a lot of it was just shock reaction. I don't know if you've seen Thane yesterday, but he was swearing and ranting and raving when he did his video Friday, and I think a lot of it is just a jerk reaction.
that's very out of character for him as well, isn't it? No, it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it was bizarre. He was swearing this and that and the other, and said he's not slept much and things like that.
And he were almost crying as well, I think. I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I've finished that video, but yeah.
Finn, it's okay. It's just football. It's just football's a very passive thing, but life goes on without it.
Well, Bill Shankly said it's more than that. It's more than life and death is football, and he's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I,
Bill Shankly said it well.
I'm just trying to equate it. It's the circles of influence, isn't it? It's like, what can you actually impact? And what do you have a passion over? If you have a passion over something you can't impact at all, then should you be passionate about it? But it's football, it's Sunderland, it's the North East. It's pretty much like all you think about. So yeah, kind of a strange one to be in, because you like to think as a fan you do have a sway on what happens with a team. But for the most part, if it's a board of directors, if it's a manager, we don't. I think the only thing we really have direct influence on is when we're at the games and what do we call it? Making comments to the opposition player that would potentially sway their mind or focus. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching Thane and Michael's stream yesterday, and Michael was, on the side of having a go at Neil, and because I usually agree with Michael, and he was having a passionate rant as well. So, and he's a good fan as well of Sunderland, Michael. Some people have a go at Michael, and it's like, go watch his videos when we were in relegation zone with Moyes.
Yeah. Relegation Moyes time was not the best, shall we say. But I am looking forward to potentially later this game wearing this bad boy. It's ready.
Looks
You
like
reckon-
a pom-pom on your hand, doesn't it?
It looks like a what?
A pom-pom, like cheerleading.
Yeah. Go Sunderland. Go Sunderland.
Still cheerleaders when the players come out.
Sorry?
They've got someone as cheerleaders at Crystal Palace.
Yeah, bye.
Oh,
I find that's the American ownership influence, isn't it?
I didn't know that. No, I know Liverpool had American owners, and I think Man United, but I didn't know Palace did.
We did at one point. You got to remember. We kind of still do. Right. Derek said Roberts must have been given chance. He's pure class. He's a wide player, but didn't he play for City as a striker? So perfect backup for Sims if he's not performing. That's not a bad shout. I'll let you simmer on that. Then I'll move on through the comments while we're catching up. Rosie says, what made me happy today is doing a breakfast challenge. What's a breakfast challenge? What is that?
That's a bit round tree randoms, isn't it?
I think I've heard of it. I don't know what.
You need to explain what that is, Rosie, because I have no clue.
But you're gonna have to remind us all.
Pookie's warming up, by the way, according to Sky. Well, according to the footage on Sky, he's got his vest on and ready to come out. Super Raw found this. Alex Neil as a new head coach on a rolling 12-month deal. He has brought with him his former teammate at Hamilton Academical, Martin Canning, to be his assistant. So Canning may go with when Neil is confirmed. But it could, it's if the new manager has somebody with them or not, and then we give that person the opportunity as an assistant. All an assistant manager is there to do is if the main manager is sick, has COVID, has a family issue, basically can't make the game, they do the job for them. That's all the assistants should be doing, and that's what Canning's doing today, essentially, isn't it? He's been
And
the
usually
caretaker while.
sacked, don't they? Whenever a manager's been sacked, they'll do a few
Yeah.
games until the owners have got the new manager in.
So it gives them that little bit of leeway time. I think all he'll have done is basically told him what he wants out of the players before going into the game. We would have done that at the academy yesterday, and yeah, been fine.
I do think this has been going on for quite a few weeks already with Alex there, and I do think Speakman and Co already know this, and I do think they'll have had interviews, they'll have interviewed managers, wouldn't have not even said nothing because they have been a bit more reserved, our owners, haven't they? I honestly think that I wouldn't be surprised if I've already got somebody lined up.
We are not allowed to approach of our position managers whilst we have somebody appointed. But actually, that's a technical term. Actually, I've just thought we can approach for managers, but we can't approach for head coaches. So if we're approaching for a manager, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah,
that doesn't breach a contract. Oh, Sunderland playing sneakies with their titling of their. That's quite clever.
If any of you were managers, what would you wear? Would you be a tracksuit manager, a manager in a suit, or like
A suit, 100% a suit.
some managers wear casual, don't they? Like smart jeans and that. And I think I'd probably be suit, to be fair.
I'd wear a tie-dye onesie.
Yeah.
You'd wear a dinosaur suit.
A dinosaur suit, aye, with a proper head and everything, aye. With little arms.
You go over there.
I'd be roaring at the team. I think I'd be hilarious. I can just picture it.
But you'd also wear the dinosaur suit with football boots on.
Yeah, absolutely. With SC, Stuart Curtis, or DJ Earth on the front.
So we could screw for the Wednesday game against Rotherham. The Rotherham game's going to be a funny one because even if we do get a manager in tomorrow, the new manager will not have enough time to basically embed what he wants. So yeah, I think getting Wednesday game might be a write-off. But we'll see.
Alex Sims is totally getting bossed off the ball at the minute, like.
Oh, Daesh is a perfect fit. Right, we're back underway, so I'm just going to turn up this audio. We've got 45 minutes of football left. Let's go.
No changes from Alex
Hashtag Howell lads. No changes.
Are you sure he's on the system, DJ? Because I swear that he's gone to Stoke.
Oh, the breakfast challenge is a full English breakfast with 6 sausages, 6 bacon, 6 eggs, 1 pound of mushrooms, 1 pound of beans, 1 pound of tomatoes, 6 hash browns, toast, and fried bread. And you have to eat it all under 30 minutes to get it for free. That is a challenge and a half. Jesus.
Freaking hell.
Who does that? Which cafe does that?
I'll stick to me pig's trotters, Rosie, thank you.
Rosie, you'll be on the toilet for a long time, won't you? Jesus.
Sounds like a nice breakfast, though. Not gonna lie.
I'm joining Slimming World on Monday.
After eating that breakfast challenge. Me too.
No, seriously, I am joining Slimming World on Monday.
Oh, cool.
I'm about 16 stone overweight, so.
He had Burnley. Yeah, Burnley playing really attacking football. They just couldn't defend. I don't think they were.
They did well in the Prem, though, to stay in that long, Burnley. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, Rosie.
Yeah. Majules at Bar Blue in. Majules at Bar Blue in Sunderland. I wouldn't be doing that though. That sounds like a heart attack. You wouldn't need to eat for the rest of the day, says Rugarol. Right, so we're 2 minutes into the second half.
Norwich have left. It's so much as pretty much as we left off first half.
Oh, you never know. It could be Norwich in the second half. It could be like Stoke last week, where Stoke in first half and then us in second half. You know, something like that.
They're coming at us on the right hand side.
Right. I'm reckoning as soon as Norwich score, all the Geordies will come in.
Oh, they will do. The Geordies will come in. Yeah.
Yeah. Or as soon as we score, the the
Like
amount of people just going, "Oh, well, lads, will boom."
like when we're 2-0 against Coventry until the 99th minute. They're just all piped up from nowhere.
That was funny. That QPR game was funny as well. We were winning for the entire time. Did not hear it from a single
So
Geordie
it was
up
the
until
QPR
the
game,
full
was it?
time whistle went.
I think even if they're in Champions League or Europa, they won't win it, Newcastle, because they'll.
Yeah. What's the
they'll
attendance today? I don't know. It looks around the 40K mark.
No, I wouldn't say there's that many. I'd say about 36.
Mm, we'll
you,
find
think,
out.
you think it'd be a bit empty because of the situation, wouldn't you? Fans not bothering wanting to go, but
No, I reckon we are in the 40s. It is a summer fixture. Nobody's at school. Nobody's at work tomorrow. It's
all it,
earlier in the day.
I
Yeah.
mean,
The stand does look quite packed behind the low ball. I like Tim Krul as a goalkeeper.
I do like this average position thing. The average position, there, or Stuart shoots and puts it well wide, well over.
have you seen the sponsor for Norwich, Lotus? I know that's a car from a James Bond film, but I'm not sure if it's the actual car company or something. But
It's a car manufacturer. It's a
yeah,
small independent car manufacturer, so they make cars one by one,
Here comes
and
Norwich
they're
on the
quite
left hand
expensive.
side. Cuts
Racing
back.
car company originally.
because I remember it were a car from Spy Who Loved
Oh,
Me.
shot at straight at Pato, who catches it.
So in 50 seconds' time, I'll repeat what DJ just said. Shot straight at Patterson.
Swerved a little bit, but he caught it.
I'm quite impressed with how Krul's performed today, to be honest.
I like Krul as a goalkeeper. I remember when Defoe scored that cracker against Newcastle, and he sort of patted Jermaine Defoe on the back of on the shoulder to say a quality goal at half time. And the Sky pundits like Jamie Carragher were picking up saying, "You don't do that, you don't do that, you don't do that." The foul, you know, he's fucking kicking off.
I mean, there's been a decent person, right? And I think, although he was a Geordie player for a long time, I think a lot of people in the northeast know he's just a decent. Oh, there you go, quality save from Patterson there. Nicely
It was
collected.
just a sporting thing to do by Krul, wasn't it? It was a hell of a goal.
Yeah.
And he just went like, "Good goal, that mate." I mean, what the fuck's wrong with that? Why shouldn't you do that?
You've got to be able to recognize quality when you see it. Like, you can be frustrated like you didn't save it. You can be frustrated that your defenders didn't do enough. But if it's just pure quality, say fine, it's
I
quality.
mean, any sensible Newcastle fan would admit and say that was a quality goal.
Where's he from, Tim Krul? Which
I thought he's from Norwich. To be honest, I thought he's from the southeast coast.
Sunderland have
Google.
a free kick, or Sunderland have a free kick, but it's
yeah,
about 37, 38 yards out. Too far for a shot, I would say. They've got Evans and Pritchard discussing
No,
stuff.
he's from the Hague in the Netherlands. He's Dutch,
yeah.
isn't he? I forgot about that.
Yeah, Norwich, that's Norfolk, innit? Is Norwich.
He tries a shot, but it's charged down. And Norwich will come away with it.
Yeah.
But then Sunderland's quickly dispossessed with Pritchard now charging at the Norwich defence, but he's dispossessed now and slips, falls over. Referee says play on, not a free kick, and Norwich will. It's very scrappy at the minute. Both teams give away possession quite quickly. Sunderland have it now back in their own defence, and they look to build.
Should we just should we turn off our thing and just have DJ commenting the entire game?
Oh, do you want to lose viewers?
No.
Why don't DJ commentate instead of Gary Bennett or something like that?
I don't know, mate. Both of them would be sighing out their
Yeah. The
ringers.
amount of underpants Gary Bennett has to change with all them orgasms he has.
Oh, what? That was a really great take back from Pritchard.
No, only Gary Bennett. He was pretty good for us.
Oh, legend. Guy's a legend. He's just not the best to commentate this, but
Strangling Speedy.
I know this is a really random tangent, but I don't know why what you just said just reminded me. But what is Jordan Willis doing now?
Jordan, I think has he retired now? Because he got injured, didn't he? I think in that season where fans couldn't come to COVID, or it might have been 1920, but I swear he might have retired now because he's injured. He had a really bad injury. I'm not too sure,
He's
but
only 28 though.
that's the thing. I mean, and he were good. He were really good for us. Really good.
Did we let him go then? Was he
Yeah,
one? Was he on the retained list as no longer retained?
yeah. It's a shame because he were really good.
I thought he was a decent defender.
And,
Prittich.
and him and Bailey Wright, what that'd be good, wouldn't it? At back.
Yeah, if they were both fit, yeah.
Sunderland have Norwich have a corner. I think 09 heads it out.
Right.
Yeah, it's just sometimes we do things like this happen with Sunderland, like we either let go of players or they get injured and they don't play no more because of that injury. Like happens with everyone really, but typically Sunderland as well.
Yeah.
Was this Norwich's first corner of the half? Here it comes. It's an outswinger, and it's headed straight away, only as far as Norwich, who fires a shot, and I don't know how far that was wide. It's Grimace and the Norwich
Not
and
too wide.
Nunes who took that shot there. By looking at his face reactions, it weren't too far away. No, it wasn't. Good effort by Norwich. There wasn't much power in it. It was more trying to place it to Patterson's left. But it's a goal kick. 54 minutes gone, coming to 55 minutes. You happy so far, second half?
Yeah, no difference at second half really. I wouldn't say.
It's very end to end, as far
Yeah,
as I can tell. So I'm just trying to get rid of these notifications off my phone. They're starting to piss me off.
yeah,
Um,
me as well on my phone. Actually, I was getting some notifications
Here
on.
comes Sunderland on the right hand side. Looking to cut in. Plays a ball into Pritchard, who's in this penalty area, but his shot is charged down. It's deflected back out, and Sunderland will build again on the right. With Gooch tries to take on his man, gets a cross in, but it's low and it's headed away by Norwich, only as far as Sunderland again and come forward, and another ball high placed into the box. Sims heads it across. Norwich heads it away, head tennis at the moment, and the referee eventually blows. I don't think it's an offside, but there's an infringement, and it's a free kick to Norwich City. I think Serkin digitally fouled somebody there. There certainly isn't a sense of panic around the stadium. Like the sort of like people are sort of
no, it's a calm, isn't it?
Mm.
I think it's very, very, very well balanced, this game.
Very stable.
Two good footballing sides playing today.
We do look like a team that are in the top three, though, and Norwich do look like a team that they're in the top six. Yeah, I think it's just fair. I think we'll both drop after this because Reading, Blackburn, Hull, Bristol, Preston, Millwall all could potentially win in their games, but
It's not about. I'd say it's not like we'll drop into relegation.
He comes
Definitely.
Sunderland again, charging through the middle. He's got options on the right, and he does. Is it Leonov Gooch on the right hand side again? Is he going to choose trademark one and try and beat his man? But he cuts it back. Here comes the cross. It's a poor cross, and it's headed away. But I think Clark will pick up the pieces on the left hand side.
Fair enough. Right, Gary Bennett just said something, by the way, that I think you might disagree with. I'm not sure. Luke O'Nine's having a fantastic game this afternoon.
He's doing all well. He's doing well. Yeah, he is. He's doing well. But Sunderland come on the right hand side again. Comes in across to try and find Stewart, who crashes his shot off the crossbar. And Pritchard with an open goal. It's cleared off the line. How on earth that kept out, I do not know. How Sunderland have not scored. But Norwich now come away on the break. Can they counter-attack? Can they catch Sunderland off guard? It's 3 against 2. The number 10's charging on the right-hand side.
Come on, Sunderland, do something.
So we've gone one end to the other, and a terrible pass, and it's gives Sunderland a chance now to break, and then they give the ball away back to Norwich. That should have been 1-0.
Nice commentary, DJ.
Here comes Sims on the right-hand side.
Sky Sports need to sign him up, I tell you. Come on.
Yeah, the Babe Station channel. Here comes Sunderland again, tries to play 1-2. And a shot by Neal, I think, there, and it's nothing much on it, straight at the keeper. But once again, that crossbar comes to
I'm about to see it. Crossed in, Stewart, off the crossbar, Pritchard, open goal. That's got to be a handball.
I don't know. I'm just looking at the replay again now.
I hope he signs a contract, but he could leave, couldn't he? Because of that Alex
Was
Neal.
that a handball? I don't know. It's not shown yet. But once
They're
again,
not showing a replay because Norwich was straight up the other end, weren't they?
that was a crossbar that saved the day for QPR. Nearly from the similar position.
This is looking really entertaining.
Either side,
End to end.
either side 1 foot, and I think that would have been 1-0 from Pritchard there. So unlucky.
Come on. I know this sounds daft, but I want to wear my wig. I want to wear my wig.
Well, you've got
I want to wear my pom-pom hat. There you go.
That's
You've got to
noise at the stadium I like now.
Oh, Stuart.
Sunderland. Sunderland.
He scores when he wants. He scores when he wants.
3 substitutes coming on for Norwich.
Oh, fucking the crossbar.
Like, give me a L, E, give me a L, give me another L.
What are you talking about Middlesbrough now with the amount of times they're losing?
Smoggies.
Triple substitution for Norwich.
Pookie, their danger man's coming on. Good play, him.
Okay, who's on and who's off? You need the fans.
Oh yeah, they sparked up with that.
Still shocking that Borough in.
I'm surprised that we haven't started singing "You only sing when you're winning" because I haven't heard anything from Norwich all day.
I think Pookie's destined to score, like, isn't he?
Oh, he's so Hanley is holding his nads. I think that block on the line was
off. Can't tell Pookie and Ramsey is on.
Oh, they're bringing on pace. They're bringing on pace up front. This is where we need to start to make subs for O'Neill coming off. I know he's had a really good game. He's on a yellow card, and he's likely to pick up a second if this is the attacking outfit. So come on, be smart.
I felt a bit pukey this morning after my migraine at 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
You might have been thinking about Newcastle, DJ. That's why.
Too much chocolate in bed last night. Get these flashing lights when I get migraines, zigzag lines and stuff. So I just got to get my head down in a dark room, and after about half an hour, it goes away.
Yeah, get Roberts on. Good idea. Who would we look at substituting now? Because obviously they've made three big ones.
I think our team's quite settled as it is. Where Sims, if anybody, I would bring off. He's had nothing to do at all.
Well, he scores when he wants, so he might not.
Now with a cross, it's far and it's come towards Clark on the left hand side.
I'm son until I die. I'm son until I can say that.
Clark just being harassed. He gets the ball into the box. There's nobody there. That's going to go out for a goal kick to Norwich.
Norwich are second best.
Yeah, Stewart definitely.
Sunderland should be in the lead.
Lively. He's been a pain in the arse to the Norwich defenders this second half massively.
We need to keep him, don't we?
I think we'll go.
We need it. We need him in our team for the next. Well, they've got 3 days to try and poach him.
I'm going to get him. I'll tell you now. And Pritchard. 2 of them will be gone.
Sims is not in the game. Derek says. Crowd in good voice. Fucking nice to hear. Even though it's 0-0, 62 minutes in.
It's getting a talking to here for time wasting, I think.
Really?
I don't know why.
Already?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Strange.
It's half an hour left of the game.
Yeah, no.
No, but they're not even in the lead. Why would it be time wasting? It makes no sense.
If it ends 0-0, then it'd be a nice clean sheet, though, wouldn't it?
It's a really good clean sheet. It's a strong clean sheet. Haven't Norwich scored in every game so far?
My bet might be out under 2-2.
Definitely on top this last 15 minutes, though. As I speak, Norwich are coming away with it. But we're closing down Sunderland really quick. We're not giving Norwich any space on the ball at all when they do get it into our half, especially.
Yeah.
So they're building on the attack on the left-hand side there with number 3. Deep into the Sunderland half. Nice little jig ball as he runs inside the edge of the penalty area now. Norwich plays a square ball, gets in a shot, gets underneath it. The fans go away as the ball goes over the crossbar for a goal kick.
Did you hear about that PSG player that might be coming? because he's just left
Oh, yeah,
PSG.
the midfielder. Yeah.
Well, I've just seen a story on a Sunderland account. He's apparently left PSG. So
Oh,
I think
that's the problem with these big clubs not rewarding their youth players with match time, because they're obviously a good enough quality to be at these big name clubs, but not giving them the time and the feedback, and just, I don't know, it's kind of a waste. So
yeah.
would we have been picking up on them or not beforehand? So just looking at our predictions so far,
Big club for Norwich on the right hand side with their danger man Pukki, who's not long been on the pitch. He weaves and
I think
weaves in the box, and it's clear for a corner by no other than Luke 09.
I don't think anybody's getting their predictions, by the way. Nobody's getting their predictions right, because most people have got 3 or more goals in this game. I think this is, if there is a goal in this game, it's going to be 1. What do you reckon, lads?
Yeah. Oh, it could be one of those awful ones. Pukey comes on and gets a late winner for them. It could be that, couldn't it?
Well, Pookie is on now, so
That'd be awful because we played so well, but you never know. It could be a late winner for Sunderland.
It's about putting the ball in the net, though, and we've come the closest to doing it so far.
Yeah, we've hit the bar. We've got it past the keeper, just not into the back of the net.
Just in possession deep in our own half on the right hand side, though. Good turn by number 24.
Derek's asked, is Gooch wing back today or 9? So neither. They're playing a 3-4-1-2, with Gooch on the wing for the midfield. There's no real wing back.
Norwich now plays it across from the left hand side, down the wing. They come. They're into the penalty area now, son. Norwich plays the ball too much on it, and that has gone out for a goal kick. Sloppy play from Norwich when they were on the attack. 65 minutes gone, 0-0.
Just stats here. So we've had 18 shots so far, 6 on target, to Norwich's 8-2. We are definitely the better attacking threat, but it could be one of those things. Derek's saying Roberts is coming on. Roberts is coming on.
They're still dangerous.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. They could have one shot and they could score from the halfway line if they catch Patterson off guard. So it's just about us staying switched on. I think now, when we're approaching the 65-minute mark, we need to be looking at keeping this as a clean sheet. If we keep it as a clean sheet, we're guaranteed a point. It's as simple as that.
It's been an entertaining 0-0, though. I wouldn't say the quality of football has been quite good, high standards. It hasn't been scrappy or bad. It's been an entertaining game.
Oh yeah, 100% agree with that, mate. It's
I don't know. It's going to be like the first season in League One where we draw a lot, which wouldn't be bad for the Championship, would it? If we're drawing a lot.
Sunderland fans booing Krill, like, but I mean, I think that's just a bit of banter, to be honest with you. Just because he's next to Newcastle, isn't he?
Who's linked to Newcastle?
And obviously the fans are booing Krill every time he touches the ball.
Oh, Tim Krul.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about KFD for a second. What's the Premier League score? We haven't really been keeping up with that.
No, check on me Kindle, see what's going on there.
It's a long ball played forward.
Man United 1-0 up.
Who are they playing?
Bruno, Southampton. Bruno Fernandes in the 55th minute.
Bruno Mars again, eh?
See what you like about Bruno Fernandes, but that is an excellent finish. He hits first time attempt from 15 yards past the corner of the net after Diogo Dalot's cross into the box. The player wearing the Camden armband breaks the deadlock. So Man U getting a second win, sees them going from 2 weeks ago being 20th into 6th spot.
You think Klopp will be under pressure if Liverpool don't win their next game then?
Yeah. The 16th at the minute, mate. With 2 points.
Man United, I watched the game. They were very poor. They didn't offer a thing. Liverpool, I was really surprised.
Yeah, the Klopp era is under threat now, isn't it? Derek's saying a very entertaining 0-0, just like yourself, DJ. Agreeing with that.
It is. Patterson plays the ball off a goalkeeper straight to Norwich, and then it's headed straight out to play again from a Sunderland player. 09. He's had a good game. 09.
No, I think Liverpool will win today. I think it'd be,
It tells you something about where we think what's happening in this game that we're talking about the Premier League games rather than this
ball
one.
swept across field for their number 2 for Norwich on the edge of the penalty area. They're in the 6-yard box and it's scrambled away for a corner for Norwich again from Bath.
For me, it's very end to end, and I can see one team snatching it. I just don't know which team's going to snatch it. Hopefully us, obviously, because we're having more shots. It's just we're not clinical.
Imagine if we just get.
That's a fucking shout and a half, Mark.
Across in for Sunderland, and it's a bit of a scramble in the 18-yard area, but Sunderland will come away. Oh, well played by Gooch, lovely play, and he's coming up now to the halfway line. He's still going, Gooch. He hasn't got very many options. Tries to lay off Sims, but it's cut out by the Norwich defender for Krul to pick up.
Cool. Maybe Klopp will get sacked and come to Sunderland.
All he does is he has excuses. Oh, the wind, the rain, everything. That's his excuses, isn't it, when they lose? Yeah.
I think if that was to ever to happen,
down the middle. Pierce is picking up on this game at the minute.
Yeah, it is. If that was to ever to happen, he would want to become the owner, the football director, and the manager at the same time, and have like a 57% share in Sunderland. It's not going to happen. I don't think we're at the value.
That's not key.
He's expecting.
Just something about him. Is it? Some of his things that he comes out with.
Sunderland had possession deep in their own half.
That was a scrappy corner, wasn't it?
Was give the ball away though sloppily. Norwich have possession, but then they give the ball sloppily to Sunderland, who will come and build. It's frantic. It's quick. Sunderland are now looking to break with Gooch on the right. It's not had a bad game on the right hand side, Gooch.
You do realise, DJ, we're very heavily reliant on your reaction. So if you just like randomly scream in 5 minutes' time, "Fucking get it!" we were like, "Oh yeah!"
That's gone out for a corner for Sunderland.
And Anthony will be saying it's still saying 0-0. And they'll be saying, "Watch the screen, Anthony. Watch the screen.
Watch the fucking script. Watch the fucking script. Watch the fucking
screen. Oh my God, we've scored! DJ, watch the screen. We've fucking scored."
And I think when DJ saw the goals, I think he sang a new football chant. He went, "Sniff your nana's dick."
I think he did,
Sniff your nana's dick.
We've got a corner. Can Sunderland make this count? How?
Right. Derek's saying Roberts, Embo, and Wright should come on. So who's coming off?
Right on to just to strengthen that defence a little bit more.
Who's Pritchard with the corner?
Do you know this Norwich team looked very beatable today?
Oh, and it's headed down, I think.
Oh, that was a strong deflection for that corner, wasn't it?
He headed it down, Ellis Sims, and then hit off the ground, and once again,
welcome back.
Crossbar. Oh, and look at Ellis Sims. That's twice we've hit the crossbar, Sunderland. Ellis Sims heads the ball. Wasn't any power. He heads it straight at the ground. It bounced and it beat everybody, but the post.
So Goleafs is back from last stream, and he says,
"Oh, bollocks, man! That bloody post is our enemy at the minute."
At length, but I don't know. I think we've just got to move on from it. It's a fucking shit situation to be in. But this club,
he's Norwich again coming forward.
I've just been disconnected from OBS, but I'm still in the meeting.
Your profile.
Oh, there's a shot coming in, and it's a deflection.
Reconnection successful. We need to, all right. It's reconnected. Hopefully, it's fine.
Fine now.
That was weird. Again, technical issues plagued this fucking stream today. We need to watch out for Pookie. Pookie is strong.
Yeah.
Oh, that header off the crossbar. We've hit the crossbar twice.
Yeah.
Pookie.
Here comes the corner. It's a high lofted one. It's sort of headed away to no man's land from, was it Ross Stewart, but it's given straight away to...
I reckon we should just purposefully mispronounce every single player on the pitch's name.
On the edge of the penalty area with Pookie on the right hand side, tries to get across, blocked instantly from Sunderland, and it's out for a throw-in level with a 6-yard area.
Right. Oh, beats the first line tackle. and over the bar.
Good
Yeah,
bit of pressure from Norwich. This.
they are highly likely, if they're to get a goal to get us on the counter attack, they're not going to do a sustained attack for their
Throw-in
for their
comes in.
goal.
The deep in our box now, and it's going to be coming off, and it's another Norwich corner.
Oh,
He scored
God.
loads for Norwich. Get right on now. Bailey right on would be a really good shout. I think we're starting to get tired legs.
Come on, Bailey, right? Just put him on, man.
18 minutes left on the clock.
When was the last time? I don't know if it's going to happen, but when was the last time a team didn't make any substitutions for the entire 90? A Sunderland team, I mean.
Can't remember. I don't remember a time where it happened at the.
There's got to be a sub
Here
happening
comes
soon
the
because
cross, and it's headed away once again by Sunderland. Only as far as the Norwich attacker, but it's been cleared again. And Gooch has just showed a little bit too much of his. Sorry, Bath has just showed a bit too much of his shoulder there, and they've given a free kick to Norwich, but it's not in any shooting position. So
Way.
yeah. we need somebody on the pitch now, though, don't we?
He's got to be. He's got to be seeing. He's got to be seeing that now as Canning. He's got to be thinking, right? Let's
keep it going.
good bit of pressure from Norwich over the last 4 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's a good bit of effort from both
Comes the ball
both
into
teams,
the box,
really.
headed away
We do have to
again
freshen it up. You're right.
by Bath. It's gone out for another throw-in similar to what I had last time.
So I'm watching the corner now with both hands in the air.
And looks like Elliot Embleton's now getting changed.
So we are making a change. If Embleton's coming on, I think he's likely to play Sims over Stewart.
Yeah.
Would you take that, Anthony? Having Embleton come on?
Clear it downfield.
Yeah.
only as
If it's fresher
far
legs up front.
Is there number
Yeah.
5 for Norwich?
Scored the first goal, didn't he, at Wembley? Didn't he, Emble?
It's been all Norwich the last 4 or 5 minutes.
And in terms of, oh my god, why is this keep on turning me down? The Sheik, welcome along.
Side. Nice passing movement. The ball's played into the box, and Norwich City have scored. They've taken the lead, and it's Sargent who's got the breakthrough goal after 75 minutes. It was a lovely pass and move from Norwich on the left-hand side, split the defence open. Ball cuts in, and there was Sargent, practically
Bastards.
unmarked, who taps it in. 1-0 Norwich.
Bastards. Fuck them.
That goal was coming. The last 5 minutes, that goal was coming.
Oh,
It was a good goal.
Sad
Good move.
times. Oh, Chad.
But there was nobody picking Sargent up in the middle there, like.
1-0.
It
Yeah,
was just
good goal, apparently.
It was just an effortless. It was a nice move down the right.
I couldn't see them scoring, though. That's the funny thing.
We're not getting a go back, though, are we? Come on. I don't think.
I don't know. We have been crying out for subs for ages. At least 15 minutes we've been talking about what subs should we be doing, and still nothing happening.
Why didn't we do...
Rosie losing 1-0. I'm about to watch it. Yeah, straight through the middle. It's a square. If you're playing FIFA, it's a dirty square ball. It's a sweaty goal.
Good player, Sargent, mind. He is a good player.
Yeah, he is a good player. I don't know.
Bloody Norwich.
I don't think Sunderland can come
get the
back
subs
from
on now.
I don't
Yeah.
think we can come back from this, to be honest with you.
And this is why we should have hung on to Alex Neal, says Keith. Bills are
Neal's leaving could be a downfall, couldn't it?
Carreras in Sul de Portugal. Welcome along from Portugal.
But Norwich have deserved that the last 5 or 6 minutes. They were on top.
I mean, that was as simple as you like for a finish, though. Just literally across the face of goal. First player to connect to it was the Norwich striker. Bang. Patterson couldn't have saved it. It was all about stopping the cross.
Yeah, I can't see Sunderland. I think the Lady Luck's not with them today. They've hit the crossbar twice. I just don't think. I don't think they can get anything from this today. Hope I'm wrong.
I think you're right, mate. If we're getting anything, we have hit the crossbar twice, so it's not like we can't have shots against them. But it is going to be a hard ask.
76 minutes. So
I've still picked Norwich favourites to be champions. I'm still sticking with that.
Yeah, You've said that about Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United as well.
I think Norwich will win. If they win this, it'll be the last 3 games they've won, won't it?
Yes, it would be after a really shit start.
Oh, Pritchard's coming off.
Is it
Says on
worrying
me.
time? Would you say it's worrying times for Sunderland if we lose today? Do you think this is the start of our decline, or is this inevitable? What's happened with the managerial thing? We'll look a bit shaken.
When you're in a managerial change, I think it's very difficult to get 3 points or get any points from games. So while there's this uncertainty, I think it is just one of those ones we chalk off.
Edward Mitchell's in the stadium, like watching Sunderland.
Edward who?
Mitchell from PSG.
Oh, that PSG player.
Yeah, and he's sitting next to Jewison Bennett.
So that's a fucking sign. That is a sign if I've ever seen one, mate.
If he wasn't coming, he wouldn't be there, would he? Think about it. If it wasn't going to happen, he wouldn't be sitting there right now, would he?
Why the hell is he not using Roberts? He's literally made one sub all game, and that was ages ago.
Krill Louis Dreyfus.
Oh, that's how I broke my arm. That exact scenario with Stuart is how I broke my arm. It's dangerous what he did there.
I think we'll be all right today. I'm not panicking if we lose today at all. Honestly, I'm not panicking at all.
You probably are going to get some Sunderland fans saying, "Oh, when this is the downfall, we're going down." It's always like this.
There's no chance.
No, I still think we could still be mid-table, couldn't we? Come end of season.
We're playing a very very good side at the end, Norwich, and we've held our own against them for up to the 80th minute nearly, and it was only a bit of class down the left hand side. Don't forget we've been so unlucky hitting the bar twice, and but it was their
I don't know.
moving on the left, which
it just feels to be shit, doesn't it? Though we're still behind. There's a lot of rich people in the fucking stadium today, aren't there? Jesus.
Next thing you know, Alan Sugar's probably going to be there, isn't he?
Nah, it's more like going to be Richard Branson, isn't it?
Second now with Sargent in the box again.
Imagine Donald Trump there. Christ, he's rich, isn't he?
Norwich are well on top. Looks like Sunderland's heads have gone down. Norwich come again on the left-hand side.
Can you blame them, though? We've held out for such a long time and they score like that. Football, Nevea, welcome along. Fala Zakaria, KKKKK. I'm not sure what that means, but welcome along. Mitchell is 100% fantastic.
He looked about 9-year-old when it zoomed in on him with his like curly haircut. I honestly thought it was Krill Louis Dreyfus' son or something. He's just like
nice. It's another 18-year-old. Brazil. Hello, welcome along.
Same age as me.
Hello, Brazil. But same age as you. Yeah, Sunderland definitely under the cosh.
It is to be expected. I know it's not like the nice thing to say, but
that's how it is when you get when your manager's left. It's so I won't get emotional about it. And
but we haven't played bad, Jacob. We have played good. We're coming down on the right hand side now.
That's the thing.
Gets in across. Nobody there. Headed by Norwich. Free kick to Norwich it's been fouled off the bar by Evans.
And that's not happened before when we've not sacked, but when a manager's left and we've got assistant. We've usually been shit, haven't we? When we've had the assistant manager, but it just seems different.
Delia Smith in the stand. I hope you burn your puddings tonight.
Is she pissed today? Great support. 37,000, Rosie says. Have they announced how many is actually there?
Attendance of I think 37,619.
That's still huge for the championship. I know I said it looked around 40, but
I said 36, didn't I?
When we're on telly as well, you got to remember that does drop us down because most people just go, "I'll just go to the pub." It's cheaper to go to the pub than to go to the match with.
Do you think fans will be getting concerned after this? Do you think they will be piping up saying, "That's it, we're going to be dropping out the league now"? Do you know what they're like?
Like one bad result, we're the worst team in the world and everything's shit and the world's on fire. But no, it's one game, it's one result, and it's against a really good team. The two teams that we've lost to are literally first and second right now.
And we haven't been disgraced. We haven't been played off the park either.
Mm-hmm.
So I
So,
won't
yeah.
get. I don't think we should be worried about things like going down, all that shit.
I think it's been a good
Hmm.
performance by Sunderland, considering what's been going on.
Yeah, Derek's saying I think we'll come back. We'll come back in force and be one to watch in this league. I paraphrase because my dyslexic head just
Once we get
mixed that up massively.
once we get someone new in,
Roberts
we'll
is
be.
coming on. Who's he
Welcome
taking?
along.
Could be right there, Derek.
But here comes Norwich with Pukey looking for their second, which will kill the game off. He cuts inside. He's still got it.
Oh,
He plays it. He lays it off, and it's charged down by a Sunderland defender. Norwich still build with Sargent, who's had loads of the ball these last 10 minutes. Plays it left to Constable.
What's our fixtures looking
Left hand
like for the
side
next
now
week
for
or so?
Norwich.
What's our fixtures looking like for the next couple of weeks?
We've got Rotherham.
So we've got Rotherham on Wednesday. Then what after Wednesday?
Oh, Borough. We'll probably lose to them, won't we? Christ.
He's Sargent again.
Borough
Trying
on the
well,
5th.
Sargent. He's running in. He's looking for the penalty. Referee says absolutely not. Get up. Goal kick to Sunderland. A lot of fans booing Sargent now. That's a corner for Norwich, I think, is it?
Mm-hmm. So obviously the Rotherham game's not on telly, but the Borough game is, right?
Yeah, I think so.
No, that's not a penalty.
It's been a packed month so far. We beat Bristol, we lost to Sheffield Wednesday, we drew to QPR, we got beat off Sheffield United, we beat Stoke. It looks like we're about to lose to Norwich. So topsy turvy month, but
I'm pleased this game's out the road. The hard games, the difficult games, these, as it's clearly by Sunderland only as far as Norwich again. Sunderland have not ventured out there run half the last 10 minutes or so hardly, but they're coming forward now. I think it's with Zed Embleton on the left, plays a ball, but straight to.
Borough game live on Sky as well, yeah. This Sargent effort dropping the floor. Sargent's dropping to the floor like a sack of spuds. Like there's no tomorrow. It's kind of sad to watch. I know like he was fouled for the jump in the air thing, but that, come on, mate.
Yeah. So have you changed your predictions on where we'll finish, or do you still stand by what position we'll finish? Now that
I think I'm still going to stand by it. I might do a re-prediction thing when it comes to the World Cup break.
He's only got Stewart up front as options though. He holds it up,
Yeah.
Stewart. Sims plays a bad ball. He's played bad today, Sims. And like I see, his body language doesn't look so clever either. Sims, he doesn't look as sharp.
Sims, do you think he might want to leave in January?
I don't know. He certainly doesn't look the player he was in the first 2 or 3 games.
Oh, that was a horrible pass straight to the cruel.
Yeah, it was. He's Norwich again.
Yeah, the time wasting already. Rotherham, Borough, Millwall, Reading, Watford. See,
who do you think? I think we'll beat Rotherham.
To be fair, I think we could be picking up a point in all of them apart from the Watford game. I know a point is, I don't know. I think that's a decent running for us now.
Here comes Sunderland again. Would it be great if we could snatch an equaliser? They deserve it, Sunderland. I'm not saying they don't. They have played well. It'd be a harsh result to get beat 1. I think a draw would be fair, but we're coming forward now, and it's a foul for Sunderland by McLean.
Derek's just said, I've been told there are 3 or 4 players ready to sign, which is kind of strange. Is the director of football got a lot more influence than we think?
With Evans coming off.
That's 20 minutes too late for that change. Not gonna lie.
Especially if Sargent not Sargent. That what's his name? That PSG player again.
Mouchard.
That's going to be a right cheer up for Sunderland.
My mates just popped through on the group chat. Can't argue with this scoreline. I mean, we can. We've hit the crossbar twice. I don't know.
Box. Nobody for Sunderland to pick it up. Scrappily cleared away for a throw into Sunderland.
It's one of those.
I think the only way we're going to score is if we get a penalty.
Yeah, we needed to put them chances away. I mean, we're in a harder division. You've got to put your chances away when you get clear-cut chances like that. No, Stewart should have buried it.
But again, it's not the end of the world, is it?
No, not at all.
I wonder when our first win at home is going to be, because imagine if it's later on this year, then... Oh, God.
Sunderland now being forced back into the run-half by Norwich.
Trick Roberts subbed on 88 minute, and that's just coming up on
It's a
me.
long, lovely ball pinged there from Sunderland, right across the face of the pitch. Finds some lovely ball now for Stewart, who tries to get past his man, but runs a bit too far, goes down. No free kick. Norwich will clear downfield. I think is there going to be a free kick? I think there's a Norwich player down, which is inevitably going to happen. No, it's a Sunderland player down. Who was it? Rubbing the back of his head.
I don't know. I can't. It's tiny.
That's the Norwich player. Pats him on the chest to say, "Come on, get up. You're all right."
At least we're not getting thrashed.
Oh,
Like
Stewart's up though. He's all right. Looking a bit fed up, Stewart. He's shunting as he walks.
Can you blame him?
no, because all recent news that's come on with Alex Neal and all that shit. Just Stoke, man. Jesus Christ.
I think Sargent's going to get the Sky Man of the match. You know,
He probably will because he's the one with the goal.
good player though.
Yeah.
Oh, you can understand why he's holding his head. You just got a fucking boot on the back of it.
I'll have a shiner tomorrow.
Here comes Norwich again. Puts out, pass back to Pato. Wallops it downfield for Stewart to control.
Oh, that looked awful.
It's another long ball. That Sims can control that. Come on, can you do something, Sims? Done out our fucking game, son.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't been took off, to be honest.
It looks like he's moved to a wing position, Sims, at the minute, but we've got Sunderland now coming down the left-hand side. Lovely ball. And is he brought down? The referee says yes, free kick. Sargent is fouled. Sunderland, we've got a free kick level with the penalty area on the left. It's a lovely dink ball forward by Clark. So it was by Clark. Yeah, it was by Clark to try and get Serkin forward. 35 minutes at a time.
Yeah, the goal though. Let's just.
Josh Sargent receives a yellow card.
How is that? Mate, I don't know. This is going to end like this, isn't it?
I don't know.
Sorry to hear it, lads and lasses, but Sunderland are gonna lose this game. We're into injury time. 4 minutes with 3 minutes left. I don't know. It doesn't look likely.
I just hope we're not in relegation this season because of this situation that's going on. But
I don't know. Maybe we'll get the best manager for us. Maybe Alex Neal was just a stopgap for us.
Here's the free kick coming in from Sunderland. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Tries to shoot from the court, from the outward angle, and it's gone out with the bar. That is a wasted chance. He should have just fucking crossed it. That's wasted, that. Wasted.
It's not going to be quality in, is it? You've just pretty much explained how shit it was.
yeah.
I think Gucci's going to get a yellow card here, is he? Or someone? What's happening here? Krills, has somebody been yellow carded?
Sargent was yellow carded, but I don't know.
Yellow card for time wasting.
I mean, what's the referee like this game? What do you think the ref's been like?
I don't think the ref's been that bad. I think the game's been kept flowing. But here comes Pookie on the right hand side. Gets it in across, cleared away by Sunderland. Now Sunderland come forward again. He gets round Sargent well, and he's lovely ball out to. Oh, lovely move this. So Clark, keep it going, keep it going. Releases there, just not enough on the ball to release us down the wing.
It's frustrating.
Just
It's a frustrating game.
The fans are going daft about something here.
We've probably been
The referees give a free kick, I think, to Norwich, but the Sunderland fans on this terraces there are screaming at the referee.
I'm looking out for this moment where the player throws the ball at the referee. I can't see that one.
Sunderland fans now starting to leave the stadium. They think that enough's enough.
fuck this, time wasting. The referee being a twat, apparently. Super Rocker Rose chipped in saying Southampton want Man United's full time 1-0. To be expected. I'm just clinging on to hope that Sunderland do just enough here. Oh my god, that is just such good play down the wing.
Back to Krill. We're into the last seconds now. It's now or never for Sunderland. They need one last chance, but at the moment they're just head tennising it away to no man's land. They need to get it on the bar, on the deck.
It's not going to happen. It's not happening.
No, it's not going to happen.
Right. I know there's a couple of seconds left of the game, but 1-0, lads and lasses. Are you okay with this?
Forward. Oh, just the ball ran away from him. It was a lovely move there. Well, this is the last throw of the dice now. Patterson's got the ball.
PJ's just chipped in with
that's going to be
really
full time. That's full time.
Yeah. Really bad time ahead, lads, I'm afraid. Losers and problems with getting another bargain basement players by this club and no hope of no management and Toy Town, Sunderland board.
That's it, full time.
I know I worked 2 years. 1-0. You worked there 2 years? Full time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's in full time 1-0.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I know it's a shit result, but it is against a strong Norwich team. We're managerless. We put in a good shift. Just unfortunate that 2 of our shots hit the crossbar.
Big boo from the stadium light, and I don't know.
Derek, keep the faith. I'll catch you later. Thank you very much for being here.
Cheers for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, cheers. Keep the faith. Things can only get better.
Things can only get better. Well, literally, I don't know. We're now in 6th spot. Before the game's kicked off, the other games are kicked off. We need to sort out the manager thing before the Wednesday game. That's essentially it.
I've just been disappointed with Sims today.
It was 0-0 for such a long time, and then we just
a draw would have been a fair result. Apparently, says the audio commentators. What do you reckon?
We're playing the best team in the division today. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
They're a really well organised side. We did have our chances. It was fine margins once again. If we just put that chance away with Stuart, different game. It's a case of putting our chances away, and the other team does. Do
you think there's going to be a lot of blame placed on Alex Neal not being there? Do you think our tactics would have been different if he was there?
Yes.
The only thing I don't think so for the most part. The only thing I think would have been different would have been the timing of the substitutions. Other than that, everything would have went pretty much the same.
I'd have put Wright on. I'd have put Bailey Wright and Embleton in early on in the second half.
I don't know. It feels a little bit shit, but sad. We deserved a point. Super Roro says, hope it doesn't go down to last time when Johnson got fired because we lost 4 in a row. Yeah, we haven't got anybody in place, so technically we're already past that point where the